Okay, guys, so here's a slightly more difficult tree for you to try. So pause the video now and try to answer it. Okay, so let's work it out together. So we have Lakshmi, which is a noun, called, and then the object of the call, which is Kenya, Then we have on the phone, which would be a preposition, and then a determiner, and then a noun. Now, I think just by intuition, we could say that on the phone is a constituent. Okay. So, for example, Lakshmi called Kenya on the phone, and Oscar called her via Facebook. Now we can replace that, and therefore we've got good evidence that that is a constituent. Okay. Now the question is on the phone directly related to Kenya? And I would say kind of, but not like 100%. In what sense do I mean that? Well, I think on the phone is like a prepositional phrase. So let's bring this up to the NP level. And then we have this PP level. All right, so the prepositional phrase. So now we've got on the phone. That's nice and complete. Okay, so now what we need to do is deal with this verb phrase. So we've got called, which is a verb phrase, obviously. Called Kenya, because then it's got the object of the verb phrase. So then the question, how do we bring these two constituents together? And the answer is by adding another verb phrase. Okay, like that. Okay, so called Kenya on the phone is all a verb phrase. Okay, but for example, if we did a constituency test from here to here, we wouldn't find evidence that that's a constituent. That's why those four words are not under one exclusive node. It's got this node here, which also includes called. So we need to find evidence that that is not a constituent. So for example, Lakshmi called what on the phone? Well, there we're testing for Kenya, and it turns out that Kenya is a constituent. But what about Lakshmi called what? And then it doesn't really make sense. So the sentence fragment test is not really giving us much evidence that this is a constituent. But if we did another constituency test and said something like, it was on the phone that Lakshmi called Kenya, that would be fine. Okay. Now we know that Lakshmi is a noun phrase, and we know that's the subject. So that goes straight to the sentence level. And there we have the verb phrase. Okay. I hope this information helps, guys.